Hello, welcome to the Sphinx's Tales YouTube channel. I am your hostess, the Sphinx. Today, we are going to be talking about a topic that I have put off for a while due to the complexity of the issue. That issue being that of the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. This issue has been a complex one due to all the nuances of what happened during the July 13th assassination attempt. There are two explanations as to what happened. The first is that there was a conspiracy to assassinate Donald Trump, from ideas centering on a second shooter to a simpler idea that security was purposely lax to allow the shooter to get in. The other side was that this was simply security incompetence. I would like to say up front that there's no definitive proof for either of these theories. Nonetheless, I have to give an argument for why this is the case, and here it is. I would start off by saying that this assassination attempt was not faked. Numerous YouTubers have tried to pull off this shot, and all of them have failed. The bullet was too close to Trump's head to have been staged, and there are even pictures of the bullet as it went past his head from a journalist that was there. You cannot fake this. As for the security failures, there were multiple ones, but it's not as if they do not have logical explanations. The first is that the Secret Service snipers were told not to shoot crooks. That is simply not true. Snipers cannot just shoot without having clear proof that there is a threat, lest they make a fatal mistake. As John Malice pointed out on the Dangerous Liberty podcast, the rifleman also likely had his gun turned on the side when he fired off those first 3 shots and was thus invisible to the Secret Service sniper team at the time. To the reason why the Secret Service did not stop Crooks before he went on the roof of the AGR building, the answer is simple. At rallies like this one, many potential security threats could be spotted that turned out to be false alarms. That is also why the radio channels between the local police and the Secret Service are separated, so that way the Secret Service does not have to pay any attention to any news about a missing kid. On top of that, the fact that Crooks had a rangefinder on him does not mean that he is a threat. As mentioned in Tommy G's video, rangefinders can also be carried by golfers. The fact that people were pointing out the shooter and no one noticed is also false, as cops did go up on the roof of the building. But when one did, the shooter pointed his gun at him and then he retreated. So the police did do something about it. But there is still one question left unanswered. Despite all the security lapses that seemed reasonable, one security failure still stands out. Why did the Secret Service, who oversaw the whole operation, left the AGR building that was so close to the candidate Donald Trump open? That question is not so easy to answer. Numerous times in his speech to Congress, the director of the Secret Service, Ronald Rose, state that it was inexcusable for the Secret Service to leave that building open. The building itself was identified by local police in advance of the rally as a security threat. That being said, though, this doesn't mean that a conspiracy was involved. The Secret Service could have left the building to local police, expecting them to secure the building, only for them to fail. But with such an obvious danger to Trump, why did the Secret Service not follow through and make sure the AGR building was secure? Why did they leave the security of such an obvious threat to a lesser-trained small-town police force and not give good instructions on how to secure it? That I cannot say. Here is where suspecting a conspiracy may have its proper place. Before I tell you which conspiracies I find to be accurate, let me tell you what I think about other conspiracies. I find the second shooter theories to be unconvincing. We have clear videos and images of both the water tower and the window beneath Crooks before he fired. None of them showed any second gunmen. There are other theories of where a second shooter may have hidden, but I believe those other theories will also turn out to be unconvincing. Paramount Tactical host Gary Melton stated on his podcast that it is possible that the FBI either coached and trained Crooks, did not share information they knew about him before the rally, or helped facilitate the assassination by somehow removing assets from the rally. These theories seem plausible, as they are supported by whistleblowers who state that untrained DHS officials were used in place of Secret Service ahead of the Trump rally on that day, leading to many lapses in security. In fact, many eyewitnesses who have attended other recent Trump rallies have stated that this rally had a suspicious lack of good security present. Both Paramount Tactical and Tommy G have the best coverage of the conspiracy surrounding the Trump assassination attempt. I highly recommend their videos, and I will link them both in the description, along with others that I have used in researching this. That said, though, we will never truly know what went wrong with the Secret Service on that day, and I imagine that this assassination attempt will be talked about for a long time after the 2024 election. So, I don't think it matters that Trump was almost assassinated. The fact is that he and Biden are both bought out by Blackstone and BlackRock, respectively. At this point, the 2024 election is just a turf war between the rival gangs of real estate and investment banking. Either way, we all lose to the parasitic elites who have long ago destroyed democracy in America. What BlackRock is going to do at this point, assuming that they are behind the Trump assassination attempt, remains to be seen. I talked about these possibilities a while ago with a friend, but because those videos were filmed before I made this video, and I said certain things in those videos that are not true. One of the things in that video is that Trump is a monkey wrench in the system, when in fact he is bought out by the corporation, same as Biden is. That said, I still said a lot of interesting things that I think will be useful to hear. I will post those videos later. Until then, thanks for watching.